Hey everybody, this is Holly with Working on Me. I am going to be making a concoction of something. You might laugh because I'm just gonna like pull things together that I have in my house. So, and we're hoping that it turns out okay. So, long time ago, I did make an Alfredo sauce with cauliflower, okay? And we put it with some pasta and some chicken, okay? Well, it's been a long time because I was looking through my recipes that I had. So I don't have every single ingredient for the cauliflower recipe. So I'm really hoping it turns out. And I'm actually going to be making like a single serving because Tatum is at youth night at church tonight. So we're going to see how this all comes together. All right, guys. So I am going to let some people log on. Hey, Karen. Hello. How is everybody this evening? I got my waters going because we're going to boil some raviolis. Okay, so I had these. I have raviolis. They're ricotta cheese and spinach raviolis. And for one serving, it's 9 points. So out of this whole meal that I'm going to make tonight, this is going to probably be the most points of that meal. And one serving is about 6 raviolis. So give or take. So 6 raviolis, and they're pretty large, but we're going to cook those. And we're going to try to make Alfredo sauce with stuff that I don't exactly have. Like I don't have cottage cheese in the house. Making pigs in the blanket tonight. Ooh, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. And on all honesty, I still have some stuff to make pigs in the blanket. With me being by myself tonight, well, I'm not by myself all night, but Tatum is at youth at church. But for dinner, I'm by myself. I probably should have just made that. But I had these, and I'm going to go ahead and try that. Ham steak is looking so good, and bought one. Yay, I'm so glad that you're doing the ham steak. That makes me happy. So I have a little bit of shredded chicken left that I have. So I'm going to put this in a, I have chicken broth going to boil over here, and I'm just going to kind of re-warm up the chicken broth right over here. I'm going to put the raviolis inside here. And before I came on here, I steamed in the microwave some cauliflower. So I do have cauliflower to try to make our Alfredo sauce, and I'm hoping it turns out okay. So we're going to see. We're going to see. Now, for points wise, for the Alfredo sauce, I'm probably going to have to actually build the recipe while we are talking on my iPad. Let me find me my scissors. Because I don't know exactly the amount of ingredients that I'm going to use since I am making it just for one. So we'll see. Okay, let's turn that down just a little bit and let's plop these in there. This only takes about 3 to 4 minutes for these to boil, so it doesn't take very long to cook these. I'm going to cook every single one of them just in case when Tatum comes home, if he wants some of the raviolis. Now, when I make the Alfredo sauce, if it does not taste good to me, this is what I'm going to resort to, okay? This is what I'm going to resort to. I have Hunt's pasta sauce, which is garlic and herb. So I do have some of this, and I can warm it up really quick in the microwave if I don't like the Alfredo sauce when we do it, okay? So if I get scared, I'm going to do that. So yeah. Okay, so the chicken, the broth was boiling, so I'm going to get that in there and let that kind of warm back up. 3 to 4 minutes, I will stop it. Let's see. Hey, Genevieve. Hey, Jean. Hello, guys. I'm so glad y'all are here. All right, let's see here. Let me see if I'm not getting some of my comments. So I just want to make sure that I'm seeing everybody. So happy Wednesday. I hope everybody is looking forward to Easter. Actually, me and JJ might actually leave tomorrow evening on a little day, well, it's actually gonna be a little longer than a day trip, but a little date trip for the next 2 days maybe. We're not sure. We never know with his job, but we are planning on that. Tatum has plans with friends, so he's gonna stay back, but I think me and JJ's gonna try to go do something. And if we do, I will let y'all know, and I'm excited about that. I have cauliflower, that's what I was doing. Okay, so let's see here. See if I'm missing anybody. I just got a second notice of the notifications. Yay! I love the red shorts. These are so old. I actually had to go into town today. I'm gonna go ahead and turn that off. This is almost done. I actually had to go into town really early this morning to get my shocks. I got new shocks on my Jeep, and I had to be there at 8 o'clock this morning. So I had a pair of like capris on with this shirt, went into town, came home by 10 o'clock because I went over to my mom and dad's to talk to them for a little bit. And then I came home and I actually cleaned some of my house. So I did that. So I was kind of already busy this morning. Okay, this is done. I'm going to turn this off. I am going to get my strainer here in just a minute. So let's focus on making the Alfredo and hope that it comes out good. I go to the hip doctor tomorrow for maybe shots in my hip. Well, I hope that the shots help you. I know my mom does shots in her knee. She's really been needing it in her knee, and it's been helping her a lot. So prayers for you. Thank you. And if you follow me, you saw this last year when we went to Stock Show in Houston, and I wore this then. So this isn't a new shirt. I've had it for over a year. But thank you so much. I appreciate it. Okay, so over here, I'm actually gonna span y'all to the other side of my kitchen. Okay, and I'm going to use my little Ninja bullet here. So what we're gonna do, I do not have cottage cheese, so I looked up the recipe that we used long time ago in all my recipes, and you had to have cauliflower, grated Parmesan, cottage cheese, onion powder, garlic, salt and pepper, and a little bit of almond milk, which I don't have almond milk, but I do have a little bit of my Fairlife, okay? So if we need to use this, I will. So what I'm going to do is I am going to use a little bit of my yogurt that I have instead of the cottage cheese. Now, how much, I don't know. And the reason I don't know is because when we made that recipe, that was for like all of us to eat off of that Alfredo sauce. This is just Alfredo just for me. So we're going to have to do this together, okay? Love my Ninja. It works good for food processing. Yes, good. Yes. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do is I am going to do 2 tablespoons of the non-fat Greek yogurt. Get that down in there. I'm going to set that aside. I'm going to get my already steamed broccoli. I'm going to get that in there. Please let this turn out good. Okay, now let me get my seasonings all over here. And my minced garlic and my grated Parmesan. Okay, so what we're going to have to do is I'm going to go on my app, and I'm going to build what we are doing for the Alfredo for a single serving, and we'll make sure that we know how many points for this will be, okay? Let me get my internet to work. Okay, add. Got it. Okay, we're going to, okay, this is like completely different now on my app. Seriously? Why is it like that? Okay, description here. Well, this might not be as easy as possible because this is completely different set up on my app than it is on my phone, unless when the app updated that, are you just now coming on? I just got on. I've probably been on. It should say up in the top above my head how long I've been on. It should be a timer up there already. I probably have only been on about 10 minutes now, probably about 10 minutes. But I already pre-cooked some of this. I don't think I'm going to be able to do this. It's not letting me. Okay, Alfredo. Alfredo for 1. I'm just going to put Alfredo for 1. Okay, we're going to do that, and now we're going to add ingredients. What is wrong with this? Okay, guys, I'm probably not going to be able to do that. We're just going to look up, and the only thing that will be points in here is going to be the grated Parmesan cheese. So I'm going to scan that. Other than that, everything else that I'm going to be using is going to be 0 points. So this will determine how many points I want to use. So for 1/4 of a cup, it's 4 points. I don't want to use that much. So we might only use 2 tablespoons of the Parmesan cheese. Okay. I only have a 1/2 tablespoon, so I'm going to have to do 4 of these to make it 2 tablespoons. Okay, so there's that, and I have a pesky fly in here. Isn't that lovely? I'm going to do some garlic in there, like minced garlic, but then I'm also going to do onion powder and garlic powder. So this is the garlic powder, and this is the onion powder. I'm going to do a little bit of salt. And a little bit of pepper. Okay, and I'm going to do a little splash of the milk, the Fairlife milk that I got. We might need to do a little bit more, but I'm just going to do a splash of that. Might get loud. Let's taste it. Okay, I think I can live with that. I don't even know if I would add anything in there. I don't know. I don't know if it needs anything else. Let's do a little bit more garlic powder. And a little bit more onion powder, I guess. I mean, honestly, I don't know. Okay, so we are going to have to warm this up. Okay, sorry, loud. Sorry. So 2 tablespoons of that Parmesan cheese. Let me move that to that. 2 tablespoons would be 2 points. So the cauliflower, the minced garlic, the onion powder, the garlic powder, the onion powder, the splash of milk I don't need to worry about. And then the yogurt you don't have to worry about. So it literally was the 2 tablespoons that I put of the Parmesan cheese. So all of this that's in here would be at 2 points exactly, okay? So if you don't eat all of it, then it might only be 1 point. But all of this I'm gonna warm up in another little pan. I don't have like a really small pan, but what I can do is I'll just kind of warm, I know this is really weird, but I don't have another pan. I guess I could empty out one of those other ones, but it's okay, it's fine. So I'm gonna just pour this on here and we're just gonna warm up the sauce real quick, and then we'll be ready to go because everything else, the raviolis are sitting over here to be drained, and so are the chicken to be drained. And I am going to go get my strainer really quick. And we're going to strain the chicken. Pop that back in there. And then I will do the raviolis. So let's get that warming and popping up there. Okay, guys, so this is what I love about Weight Watchers is you can get something from your, whatever you have in your refrigerator or whatever, and just kind of use your head, especially since I'm just doing it for one person. And I was thankful that I had a little bit of the broccoli. I'm glad I had some of that. I'm just going to use this to move this around. So we're going to get this warmed up. I know this is weird to be in this dish, but it's working. It's working for what I needed it to do. Okay, are y'all excited? Nobody's talking. Are y'all excited? Let me see if I'm just not getting comments. Yeah, I'm probably not getting comments. I'm glad I caught you live. You look so cute. Also, what cute kitchen curtains you have. Oh, thank you. My mama made those. Okay. All right. We're going to drain these. All right, and then I'm going to get my plate. 1, 2. Can y'all see? Okay, making sure y'all can see. 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, 6 of those for a serving. And my chicken. If you don't want to use that much, you don't have to. I mean, that's kind of a lot of chicken. Okay. Cauliflower Alfredo sauce going on top. Okay, I'm going to kind of mix that around, and I am going to do a salad. Are y'all like impressed with me? I did buy a salad bag yesterday. Was it yesterday? Yeah, I think it was yesterday. Yeah, that I went to the grocery store. So I'm actually going to get that out. Put a salad here. And I'm going to use some of my Olive Garden light dressing, if I have some. I know I do. Oh, there it is. I do have some, but I've never opened it. I got my second order of Advocare today. Yay, Rachel! If you have any questions, let me know. Put ravioli in sauce. Oh, I could have done that. Yes, that's a great idea. Yes, that's a great idea. Doggies say dinner time. Yeah, they always know, like after I get done eating, that it's dinner for them. They do know that. They are not dumb. So they do know that. I love that stuff. Okay, that makes 1 whole tablespoon. You can have 2 tablespoons for 1 point. So I'm gonna put that right there. Okay, let's give this a try, guys, and see if the Alfredo sauce is gonna be okay with the raviolis. Y'all, that's a win. Y'all, with some chicken. It really does taste good. I like it. I like it. Let's take another bite of the raviolis. Well, I did good. Have some of my salad too. Okay. I should be ordering tomorrow. Yay, Kelly. Awesome. Okay. So 9 points for the raviolis. Okay. The sauce, 2 points for the sauce. So 9, 10, 11, and 12 for the dressing that I put on my salad. So 12, you pesky little fly. 12 points total. Seriously? 12 points total for my whole meal to have some Alfredo chicken ravioli. So, I have everything except the ravioli. Yeah, you can use noodles. You do not have to use the ravioli. I just happen to have the raviolis. So please know that you can just use any pasta that you want to use. Correct. All right, guys. Well, I'm sorry this was fast. I'm not going to cook tomorrow night because I'm hoping we're leaving to go somewhere, maybe. Wait, Holly's eating a salad. I see that, Glinda. I am eating a salad. Can you believe that? Are those press-on nails? Yes, ma'am, they are. And I am going to have a party starting tomorrow that you can log on to. She's getting it ready for me. If you were not on my live yesterday, we talked about this. I showed the whole kit that I got and all that kind of stuff. I'm not selling it. I'm just telling you, a lot of people were interested and they wanted me to go ahead and have a party for the press-on nails. So I will get the link to invite y'all into that private group as soon as she gets that up. But that'll probably go for a couple of days. You know, she'll post several things in there. Y'all know how the little party thing goes. So yeah, just be looking for that. I'll post it on here for y'all to get into that little private group. Okay? Yes, ma'am. You can do a yummy baked potato. There you go. But that is going to cost more points when this is already kind of high because of the stuff that I chose. If you do a different noodle, if you do like a noodle that's only 6 points, then it won't be that bad. So, anyways. Awesome, Janet. Awesome. Yeah, like I said, they turned out fabulous. So far, so good. All right, guys, thank y'all so much. I hope you all have a blessed Easter. And thank y'all so much for watching me. And I will definitely post stuff for whatever we do this weekend. And I hope y'all have a great, great Easter and a great weekend. All right, guys, thank you so much. Bye.